Hey everybody, Mike Valenza here from Memphis Prime Properties, brokered by eXp Realty. This week's topic in real estate: death. So you're pushing up daisies and knocking on heaven's door. Now what? Well, for you, nothing. You're dead. For the people and loved ones you left behind, they probably have some things they need to deal with in the wake of your departure. The only people happy about this might be the buzzards and probably your funeral director at this point. This is a pertinent topic for me this week as my family plot was just installed at the local cemetery. And you know what? Someday, that's going to be me, right there. That doesn't have to be a hard topic to discuss. A lot of people don't like talking about death and what is going to become of them someday. They want to live, they want to enjoy life. But you know what? It's an inevitable topic that's going to have to be dealt with by all of us. We all pass away someday. So why not be prepared for it? Why not make it easy on the people that are going to be left after you? It's inevitable after all. So I thought I'd share my views on this and my KISS method about it. Oh, no, not those guys there. No, not them. Not that acronym either. At least in my day, I might date myself a little bit here. It was Keep It Simple, Stupid. There are some other, maybe more PC versions that have leaked in since then, as you can see over there. But my KISS method. And that's it right there. Keep directives, inform others, strategize, and stay current. So, what does that all mean? Well, let me go through it. I believe that everyone should keep advanced directives, not just the standard, will that people think of when you're deceased and gone. But, there's other things that you have to worry about. What if you're incapacitated and can't make decisions for yourself or can't take care of yourself? What happens if you're on life support? What do you want done to yourself? There's more to it than just you're dead and gone, but there's things that happen in life where you might need directives as well. So decide for yourself. Do you want to be an organ donor? Do you not? Do you want to be on life support? Do you not? Etc. Again, uncomfortable topics, but they're real and they could happen to you. We don't know how much time we have or what day we're going to shuffle off this mortal coil. So why not face it forward, have a plan for it, and then you don't have to worry about it. You can spend all your time worrying about living and enjoying what time you have. So do keep directives. I think that's number one, and you need to decide what those are for yourselves. It also does pertain to the real estate world. It's not just about your health and well-being. It's about all the stuff that you might have as well. You've got a lot of property perhaps, or maybe it's just your main house. What's going to happen to it after that? Do you want to pass away without any instructions and let the state deal with it? Do you want your loved ones to potentially not have access to their house while the state decides to deal with it? There's a lot of situations that could arise where it would make them difficult to maybe claim possession of the house that they actually live in if you don't have directives. So, A, I think that's the most important. B, I think you need to inform others. It does no good to have a directive and nobody knows about it. It's not something that you want to have the best kept secret in the world on. You can file it with the local city registrar or county registrar. That's fine. But if nobody thinks to go check there, they're not going to know about it. You should inform others. It's a conversation that you probably want to have, especially with those close to you or those who you want to execute your wishes at the end of the day, or more so, the end of your life. If you let them know about it and where all the documents are, it will make their time much easier in actually getting your wishes across and having them fulfilled to the way you want, right? So within those directives, it's not just about stating your possessions and maybe how much property you have and who gets the house and who gets the Hummel figurine that you've cherished so much throughout your life, but it's other intangibles as well. I mean, what about your password lists? Do you want to be seen on Facebook and Twitter and all those after you've demised? A lot of those companies will not take your profiles down, and you're going to be there for basically all eternity at this point, or until they go out of business. and for all to see. So, do you want someone to delete those profiles or not? Do they have the passwords and privilege and rights to do that? Anything on social media, do you want it left up or taken down? Of course, all the financials, bank accounts, life insurance policies, etc. But, you know, think about everything you might have, including just, again, the intangibles around your house. If you really have something that you cherish, like that quarter collection from the Franklin Mint that was colorized and it's been sitting in your attic, and you really want little Billy to have it, say that. Talk to Billy and tell him why you want him to have it. Otherwise, he might just be going down to the pawn shop and hawking it for a new baseball card. You never know. So it's really important to talk to others about your wishes. It's hard, yes, but get that topic out there. Put it to bed. Then I think strategize, right? So once you've told everyone what you want and what you want to do, you know what? It might come as a shock. They might not want to do it. They might not want the house. They might not want that rental portfolio that you spent 30 years of your life perfecting. They have no idea what to do with it. They're just going to go take it and sell it for pennies on the dollar. Is that what you want? So after you've talked to them, make sure that they're on board with what you are planning. If they're not, probably need to change your plans. If they are, that's great. But have a strategy. How are you going to deal with it? If you have, say, a rental portfolio of properties and you pass away and your kids are going to inherit them, but they've never spent one day in their life being a landlord and they have zero desire to do it, what are they going to do with it? Are they just going to stick a for sale by owner sign in the front yard and take the first offer that comes across? Maybe. Maybe you need to educate them on what it is to have a rental portfolio, as an example, how you would take care of it. And guess what? If you don't want it, is there someone else you'd rather leave it to? Is there some management company that can manage it on their behalf? If you do eventually want to sell it when you pass, just because they don't want to accept it, well, that's fine. If that fits your lifestyle and your final directives. But have a plan on how to liquidate that. Tell them the proper process, right? Maybe select, especially if you have some forewarning that you might be passing soon, an agent who you can bring in and talk about these directives and will be there and ready when it does happen. Just have some strategy and advanced planning in place to actually deal with the consequences when the time comes. And then finally, stay current. Things change, life situations change. Maybe you were going to leave it all to your wife and she died before you. Well, you weren't planning that 10 years ago when you wrote the will. Maybe you didn't put a provision in to who it goes to next, or the person you was going to next did something that made you mad and they're not getting anything anymore. Sorry, Uncle Tommy. But anyway, just stay current on it. Do update your directives from time to time. You don't have to dwell on this and spend your entire waking life on it. It doesn't really take that long. Especially if you want, you can reach out and find professionals in the field to handle the various aspects of it. So you can enjoy more of the rest of your life. I do encourage everyone to take note of this, and there's a lot of details in between here that you can definitely stand to be schooled up on and read, and I'm not going to go over it in this video. But just take the time to realize that you're going to have to deal with this sooner or later. And there's possibly some aspects in your life that, well, you do need to plan for, and it will make things easier later, even though it's a tough topic to approach now. So, from my advice to you, until next time, I'll see you later.